Libras, welcome to my channel. This is going to be a general reading for you. Of course, any information that you may be looking for to book like a personal reading with me or to follow me on my other social medias, I will try to include it in the comment section, but I will most definitely have it in the description box, so just check there. But let's get into it. All right, what's going on, Libra? So you could be unhappy with the person you may have children with. This could be due to the fact that you feel like you don't really get support within the home environment or when it comes to the family decisions. Now, for others of you, you could be unhappy with the fact that maybe you guys just aren't a family dynamic. They could be happy just kind of like doing their own thing. There could also be a lot of arguments that are taking place due to the stress that you could be experiencing while being maybe a single parent or having to do things on your own. For others of you, it could be a family environment. Maybe you live at home with family, or you live with a sibling, or, again, family members, and there could be toxicity within the home in terms of arguments that other people are having, or you're getting into it with a family member. And this could be stress that you really don't want to put up with. And you could be trying to actively do something in terms of your situation. Yeah, you could be frustrated with also this back and forth in terms of communication. 1 second you're on speaking terms with a Leo, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, doesn't matter the zodiac sign, but one moment you're on speaking terms with this person and the next second you're not, and it's creating a lot of stress for you. Now, a lot of you who could be in a space to where you're realizing that you also want love in your life, you could be approaching love from a stress point of view. You could be looking at your love life as being stressful, or that you're having some sort of issues when you're not. Your perception could be creating delays in your love life because in you thinking that your love life is difficult, that you're, running into all these different problems, instead of just seeing that love is practice and compatibility and morals, ethics, values, and different things aligning is something that's a process to find somebody who's like that, or your matchup, but B, it requires work in order for a relationship to happen. So for some of you, you could be too quick to dismiss things or dismiss your love life or dismiss that, you are capable of being loved just because you've ran into frustrating situations in the past where you are operating from more of an emotional point of view than a grounded point of view. Okay, some of you guys, you may have pedestalized somebody emotionally and to a point to where it just kind of drained you and it made you lose sight of purpose, made you lose sight of yourself, and made you kind of put this person on a whole nother degree to where it felt like you and this person were still far away from each other. So there is an opportunity for you to close this chapter in your life, but for a lot of you, it's this psyching yourself out, this talking yourself out of the things that you do want to do, which is maybe connect, maybe beyond just romantic, connect in terms of friendship. Now, some of you could be wanting to end a relationship with an Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo. There could be a lot of arguments around whether or not they are emotionally connecting with other people, like cheating, or just arguments about the connection that you guys share just as a whole. I see you guys also evaluating whether or not you want to continue to work at a particular job anymore. The higher ups could be very hard to read, or there could be someone who's like a manager where you could tell that they take things out personally on everyone in the office due to things that they're going through outside of work. But not only that, Libras, I see you taking matters into your own hands. You may be evaluating a lot of different areas in your life and realizing that you just gotta get on top of your responsibilities, get on top of money management, time management, emotional management, especially if you've been emotionally thrown off over the last couple of days. What's going on in terms of career and finance for my Libras? Yeah, for a lot of you, you could be wanting to walk away from a career path and just solely focus on your passions, the things that you find to be, exciting, inspiring. But you could be worried about whether or not that decision is impulsive and whether or not you'll regret it. For others of you, you could want to leave and start a whole new career path that could just be different, completely different than what you do now. And you know that if you took action on it, you could actually be really successful, but it's just the fear of whether or not you are going to regret your decision down the line and if you're going to be missing out on something. For a lot of you, you could be trying to contemplate getting a new job because the environment that you're in at work could be so stressful that it's starting to affect your ability to even want to show up to work or to even control your impulse to go off. Now with love, yeah, you could be realizing it's not working with the person that you're in a relationship with because either they're constantly dealing with other people. Instead of actually working on the relationship with you, they could run to other connections when things get too tough. Or for others of you, you could be not wanting to put any more effort into a relationship because you could feel like, in comparison, your person could be acting more immature than necessary. In order for this relationship to work, you could also know that there needs to be better communication, and this person may not want to communicate with you. For others of you, you're stopping putting effort into a friends with benefits situation or trying to actively get a crush to notice you, especially after realizing that you and this person may not have any level of understanding and that this person may be conflicted due to what they have going on. What's the advice for my Libras? So it's important that you take care of your energy, manage your energy during this time frame, especially when it comes to people who you do not want to bother you, irritate you. You have to put boundaries up, okay? Spirit is also saying, be careful of fueling your energy by focusing on things that you don't like or complaining, because that doesn't necessarily change anything. It makes you feel like you're stuck and like you can't get outside of the realm of what you're experiencing right now. So if you're like constantly complaining about maybe your career or constantly complaining about a relationship not progressing or getting better, or your love life as a whole, just focus on doing the work instead of the complaint piece, because complaining creates a vibration of lack, and we don't want to stay on that vibration because it gets real lonely there. What is the final messages for my Libras that they need to hear? So we have butterfly, which represents metamorphosis. So yes, things cannot exist the way that they are now. Something has to give, something has to change, or forever be changed by your circumstances in ways that you don't want to be, okay? It's either you change, you pivot, or you fall victim to staying in the same cycles. And we also have feather, which represents messages. So yes, it's important to also take heed of the downloads that you're receiving, yeah, especially when it comes to needing to be a lot more cautious or aware of certain behaviors or certain thought processes, or paying attention to certain emotions, or even allowing certain people in your space due to like people pleasing or, lack of boundaries. But yes, this is what I see. I hope that this was helpful and did give you insight. If you did enjoy, definitely thumbs up the video and subscribe. And I will see you in the next one. Bye, Libras.